Which Pixar family favorite is drawing comparisons to HBO's brutal survival series The Last of Us? If you've seen episode 3, you already know, and you probably ran out of tissues. At first glance, there's little in common between the fun, family-friendly Pixar film Up and the grim post-apocalyptic series The Last of Us. One features a giant flightless bird named Kevin, while the other features a broken man who's willing to hurt others to protect his surrogate daughter. That is, until episode 3. No birds named Kevin show up, but the majority of the episode takes a break from Joel and Ellie's journey to tell the love story between Bill and Frank, showing them growing old and eventually dying together, much like how the opening montage of Up tells the story of two people falling in love and growing old together, with one of them dying. In both cases, it's a beautiful, heartbreaking story that will leave even the most hardened viewers teary-eyed. In the game, we only see Frank after he has already died, having been bitten by an infected, and choosing to hang himself rather than turn.
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. A partner.
In The Last of Us Episode 3, however, we get to see how Bill meets Frank, and then the show cuts to different stages of their life together before Frank becomes terminally ill, leading both to take a lethal dose of pills. Online, a lot of viewers are comparing the tragic but beautiful story of Bill and Frank to that of Carl and his wife Ellie in Up. On Reddit, one user wrote, "I turned to my wife mid-sob while we were watching and yelled, 'How did I get tricked into watching the first 5 minutes of Up again?'" On Twitter, one fan posted, "The Last of Us Episode 3 is an amazing short story akin to the opening of Up, just humans finding meaning within the greater struggle." Sharing a similar sentiment, another fan wrote, "The Last of Us Episode 3 was seriously incredible, a heartbreaking love story that reminds me of that opening scene in Up, except somehow bleaker. Just beautiful." The comparison between The Last of Us Episode 3 and Pixar's Up goes beyond both telling a poignant and tragic love story. They also both depict the importance of actually living life rather than merely surviving.
Paying attention to things. It's how we show love.
In The Last of Us, Bill initially sets out to simply survive the apocalypse. When he meets up with Joel and Tess, he actually refers to himself as a survivalist. However, something changed when he met Frank. Suddenly, he's not just alone in the world, trying to avoid getting bitten by the infected. He has someone to look out for and who has his back, as evidenced when Bill defends the town against raiders. And the reason he's able to survive his gunshot wound is that Frank was there to care for him. Up goes in a slightly different order, but the same message is there. Carl isn't really living after he loses Ellie, but after he gets swept up in an adventure to South America to fulfill a promise he made to his late wife. Both stories exhibit the profound truth that life can get lonely if you choose to go it alone. Lives are meant to be shared with the people closest to us, and that's a message Joel still needs to learn in The Last of Us.